what are the girls supposed to wear? Where are we supposed to get our things?
Woman to woman, like, because I'm like a girl's girl. So it's like when it's one of us and it's like, girl, I'm like, girl.
Yeah. Honestly, that is one of my favorite compliments. Even if it feels backhanded sometimes, like, I would never do that. I'm like, of course not.
So we're not even talking about like inclusive, like past that, right? The brands they have to do better. But also, we have to be better about supporting the ones who do.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing another episode of Style Stories, and today I have an extremely special guest. She is an icon. She is an innovator. She is an influencer, and most importantly, she is the CEO and founder of the Personal Bravery Agency. Everybody, please warmly welcome Miss Princess Wilcoxin.
Hi, hey everybody. That was such a great introduction.
Honestly, like,
I'm like,
no,
all of you.
it wasn't enough. Like, it really wasn't enough.
I appreciate it.
We have been like mutuals on Instagram for quite some time, and we met one time at a fashion show many, many years ago. And ever since then, I've just always had my eye on you, all of your endeavors. You are a mover and a shaker, and it is such a pleasure to finally sit down and talk with
I
you.
appreciate that. I do. You are too, though.
Oh, well,
Yes.
thank you. I mean, you've done Fashion Week. You've had countless
Yeah.
brand collaborations. And what is it that makes you so interested in fashion and style?
Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know where to begin. I've loved fashions for as long as I can remember, really. I didn't really like get into it until I would say after high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
After high school is when I really started to pay attention. College, I had studied abroad or worked abroad
Where were you?
in Australia and New Zealand. And then that's when I discovered blogging
Oh,
and stuff. And like, oh, people put their like what they wear on the internet and share it with the people. And I'm just like, okay, I could do that too. Like I want to do that too. So that's when I really, you know, got out there.
that's an amazing
Yeah.
origin story.
Yeah.
I I low key had no clue you were all the way over there doing all of that. It
So
just
far.
yes, and you done brought it all the way over here for the people. You've inspired so many over this way. I don't even know if people even have any clue. So I'm amazed to hear that that's kind of where things started for you. But
Thank you.
if you want to jump right in, can you give me 3 words that you would use to describe your current style at this moment?
Um, Colorful. Definitely love color. Um, Bold.
Definitely.
Um, Colorful, bold, easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why the ease? What makes you say that?
It's not, I don't know. I try not to make fashion complicated. So that's my style is definitely to me, maybe not to other people, but to me, it's easy.
I think yes, you make it look very easy. That's yeah, that's the trick right.
But I don't say that in like a, you know, haughty, like cocky way, but just
Oh no,
yeah.
no, you got the receipts, you got the track record. It is okay. Your reputation and your looks precede you, so you do make it look very easy. But what is it that you feel inspires you these days?
What inspires me these days? My family. Definitely my family. Um, that's why I do what I do. Um, my grandma in particular, she passed away in 17 and
I'm sorry.
I just go hard like and I think about her and I think about she was sick most of my life and I think about all the things that she didn't have a chance to do. And it's like I feel like I am doing the things for her. And just the rest of my family. I'm really close to my family, so yeah.
Okay, what
They
better reason?
yeah, they inspire me.
Love to hear that. And I will ask, what and who was your very first style inspiration?
My very versatile inspiration, my mom.
Okay, can you tell us
My
why?
mom. My parents were pastors.
Okay.
So she was a first lady. So it was suits, it was
Ooh,
hats, it was the handkerchief, tied. She was doing the handkerchief tied on her purse before it was a thing,
Yes.
you know,
Mhm.
before it was a little, purse accessory. But yeah, I can remember this one outfit in particular. It was a white suit, that she had, and she had a hat. And it was like it kinda almost reminded you of a bird's nest. It was like
Ooh.
this round, all these feathers and stuff, and I was just like, I love that hat, but definitely my mom for sure.
Okay, serious question. Does she still have the hat?
Does she still I think, yeah, put away.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you mentioned that because I love that that is the reason behind her style and, showing up for the community every weekend, like, that puts a different level of gas in your tank, but there's a little guy on TikTok, and he's showing off his mom or his grandma or his aunt's church hats, like, just randomly, like, "Here's this one," and he's coming with the heat, like, and I didn't realize how much I'm, like, a church hat stan. I didn't really grow up in the church, but I'm like, something about a hat,
Oh, yeah.
a statement.
Ladies step.
The millinery is
Oh,
just
yeah.
chef's kiss, and I really think that the black aspect of innovation in any part of fashion gets slept on. So I feel like I love hearing that from you.
Yeah, for sure.
But can you talk to me about your first fashion and or style memory from childhood? I know you said you got it popping kind of after high school, but like, what was going on before then?
Before then, I can remember, my mom would go get all of our clothes, me and my siblings at like J.C. Penney.
Hmm.
When J.C. Penney was, it's still around, but it was the spot,
For
you know
sure.
what I mean? And Sears
Yes,
and all these places that are closed now, but Sears, I remember in particular, Oshkosh Bagosh. I don't even know if Oshkosh is still around, but I remember this outfit in particular. It was this like cream sweater with different color stripes, like primary colors,
mm,
and this little like pleated kind of tennis skirt that I had. And my parents had put me on the hood of the car after church and took a picture. I'm gonna have to try to find that picture, but took a
please
picture of
find
me.
it.
But I remember that outfit in particular for sure.
How did you feel in that look?
Good.
Mm,
Yeah.
do you get a lot of compliments?
I was smaller then, like, I mean, I was a lot younger then, but that moment I remember another moment, from Easter too.
Mhm.
Me and my brother and I are 4 years apart, so, my mom would
Are you older? Are you younger?
I'm older,
Okay.
so she would, like, dress us alike, so he would have, like, the boy version of what I had on.
Oh, that sounds adorable.
So, this one outfit in particular, polka dot skirt, pink top, and then he had on, like, the polka dot bow tie with the vest. Yeah.
Yeah,
She used to have us together, so yeah.
that sounds like a good time, honestly. But love to hear that. And when do you say would you start caring about what you were wearing?
Um, like I said, definitely after high school, after, I wouldn't say, like, in college per se, but it was, like, towards the end, like I said, when I was traveling abroad, and just really trying to figure out like what I liked, you know what I mean? What I liked, what I didn't like, and discovering some of the more popular OG content creators, but it was blogger back then.
Mhm.
And just being like, okay, okay. Like I've always liked fashion, but I really tapped in and I would like collect magazines and all of that and figure out the little outfits and try to mimic them with stuff in my closet and stuff. So yeah, definitely college. Into college is when I really started to tap in.
Okay. All right. Well, what is your fondest fashion memory growing up?
I mean, again, I would say the ladies in the church.
Okay.
Um, we went to conventions twice a year, and so they had like a marketplace at these conventions, and there was sellers there that would sell hats, and they would sell handkerchiefs, and they would sell like suits and stuff and take your measurements and all that. You can get things custom made
Yeah.
and all that. So like I remember like the women just and I'm like that. Like just
Okay.
put together, just everything, shoes matching, bag matching, everything. So definitely, I would say that's my fondest memory of is the ladies in the church.
And that's a super strong foundation. So it is making sense. It is making sense. So can you talk to me about some of your favorite trends of the past that you wouldn't mind revisiting?
Um, 90s fashion.
Okay.
90s fashion, since I love color, like, cross colors, Coogi. Coogi's still around.
Yes.
I would not mind getting a Coogi sweater.
The way I researched a little bit, like maybe within the past couple years, and like saw the price tag, I was like, okay, I get it, but they're so sophisticated. Like
Right.
it is totally worth it. Like that pattern, the knits, I feel it.
Yeah,
But yeah, the '90s were fun, so I get it.
for sure. Yeah.
But I feel like right now is a time where the rules aren't as rigid. Like you can really
At
dip
all.
back into any decade or era.
Do whatever you want, for sure.
Nobody blinks an eye. So,
Yes.
but if any, were there obstacles that you had to face as you developed your personal sense of style?
Oops, what's that? Um, Not really.
Okay.
Just trying things. I was early on a huge thrifter.
Okay.
I'm trying to get back into that. I know you thrift. That's like your
I did some time. I
yeah,
did.
you can thrift. You like a thrift um connoisseur. But um yeah, go back to the question. What was
Of
it?
course, of course. I was just like, yeah, we in a thrifting bag that's about to go
Right.
a different direction.
Right.
But yes, what obstacles did you face any?
Yeah, not really that I could think of.
No.
No, I just would, if things didn't fit, just get things tailored, get things, go to a seamstress. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I, faced any obstacles I could think of.
Okay, that is not a problem at all. I feel like you already had that super strong foundation already, so you already knew the tricks. You
Yeah.
already knew, like, okay, if it doesn't fit off the rack, let me make it fit.
Right. Exactly.
So yes, and if money wasn't a thing, or if size wasn't a thing, like the world is your oyster.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
and it shows in the looks. So there were no obstacles. Yes, ma'am. So were there any major life events that impacted your style at all? Of course, aside from being a bride.
Uh, I'm trying to think. Any major events.
Like, did anything come your way and kind of like changed your perspective on maybe fit, or did something tragic happen that like kind of had you back away from paying so much attention to your style, or did something turn you up a little bit? Like, did you get some encouragement from an unexpected place?
I would say, blogging, being introduced to other content creators and stuff like that
Okay.
definitely helps with your creativity. You know what I mean? It helped with my creativity. It helped Pinterest,
Okay.
stuff like that. Like it really helps with um ideas and just trying to see what's out there. Like things that you might not necessarily think of and you're just like, "Oh, okay." Like so I love, like I said earlier, I used to just collect magazine after magazine to just, see what's out there and then just try to make it my own. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And not be like copy paste, right? But
Yes.
just get my wheels turning. So I would say like just other content creators, my peers and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. So your path has always just been led by you and what you were inspired by.
Yeah,
I love
for sure.
that. I love that. Is there a look or a period in your style journey that you may have some regrets about?
High school.
Really?
Yeah.
What was going on in high school?
Believe it or not, I was a tomboy. Nothing wrong with being a tomboy, but I was very like I didn't really care that much about what I wore. So I was very much like slides, sweatpants, bandanas. I wore bandanas everywhere.
I am shocked.
You would have thought I was Pac or something. Like, come on, girl. What's going on? Let it like give it a rest. Give it a rest. So yeah, I definitely was I don't know. It's nothing wrong with being a tomboy, but it was very, um, I didn't care.
Okay.
It's very nonchalant. I had a period of time and I'm like,
Understandable. I love the pivot. I love the pivot. So, what is your favorite way to acquire your pieces? How do you like to shop?
um, thrifting. I really want to get into estate sales. I know a content creator, her name is Ashley. It's Fab Ellis, and she thrifts and she goes to estate sales. And I've always wanted to like get into that because people just she finds the most amazing and unique pieces, and then you can like will and deal and stuff. Because a
Mhm.
lot of times people are just they just want to get rid of it, right? So you're
Right.
like, oh, can I? So I want to get into that, but thrifting definitely online shopping. Eloquy
Of course.
is where I get a lot of pieces. I'm finding out about a lot of new places. Koto, which is the dress that I have on.
Ooh, it is gorgeous.
They're a sustainable brand in New Zealand.
Okay.
Um, who else? I like a lot of black owned designers. Kai Collective.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Kai
recently
Collective.
got hip to them and I'm like, come on, Kai.
Right.
They're
So
celebrating like 20 years.
something 15, 10, 15, something like that. But yeah,
Mm,
she's been doing
it's
it.
10.
Yeah, she's been doing it. So yeah, online, anywhere. Like I don't I'm not one of those people where I'm like I have to get my things from a particular place. Like
Okay.
if I find pieces at Walmart, okay, so be it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thrift store, so be it. Like wherever.
And we were talking about your earrings off camera. Would you mind telling the people one more time? Because they are so opulent and distinct. Where are they from?
Thank you. It is a black designer. It is Koi,
Mm,
Khoi. She is based in Chicago,
yes. Shout
and
out
you
to
can
Boyd.
order online. But then she has a brick and mortar in Chicago. But her pieces are chef's kiss.
Very fire.
Are good. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I love that. I feel like some people get caught up in where they're shopping versus the actual shopping being done.
Right.
So I appreciate the variety in your process. But speaking of shopping, what do you choose to save on versus what you choose to splurge on?
I will. Nothing in particular. Like I like sales.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I
No,
like
it is.
sales. I like a deal. I like the clearance rack and stuff like that. So if I can find it on sale, I am a promo code queen.
Okay.
I will find, listen, I will seek them out and I will, try anything. But um my shoes, yeah, I do like to,
You'll spend on the shoes.
yeah, I'll
Okay.
spend on shoes. I'll spend on bags,
Of course. So
bags
sadness.
of shoes. And then if it's like a key piece that I'm gonna get good wear out of, right? Like I'm really trying to get into my sustainable bag.
Okay.
And that's like I feel like thrifting is sustainable,
Absolutely.
right? And just not, over consume. So um a good pair of jeans I'll spend money on, a leather jacket, you know.
Understandable.
Yeah. But yeah. But things I won't spend a lot on, like basics, like like a tank or a
Okay.
t-shirt or You know, I don't it doesn't have to be $100 or $300 from the row, which is
Even, you know, those twins.
so expensive for basics.
I hope they outlive us all because the price tag, yes,
It's
it's it.
crazy.
But I feel like they kind of tap into that brand recognition. And
They
it's
do.
like, it's the real. I have to.
Right.
It's like, you don't. You really
You
don't.
don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
They have a cult following for sure.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm like, if you can, go for it. But I'm like, for the rest of us,
Right.
but okay. Is there a piece that haunts you that you let get away?
Yes, there is.
Please tell us.
It is a vintage Chanel bucket bag. I was thrifting years ago. This was like right after I got married. in Michigan.
Okay.
I have a lot of family there, and we were thrifting during the holiday, and they were doing half off. 'Cause, they have, that their stores do all the deals during the
Mhm.
holidays, and it was half off the entire store. I wanna say that bag was like 150.
Okay.
Like, what was I thinking?
What
Chanel.
made
It's probably worth, I don't know, $8,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice. Black, um, the quilted, what they're known for.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I was sad about I think about that every time. So
What made you walk away?
I don't
Oh,
know. I was just like, "Oh, I don't wanna spend 100," you know, because 'cause I'm just like, when I go in a thrift store, it's like $100 can get you a lot,
that's the
right?
part. That is the part.
Especially if it's half off, like, I can do some things with $100.
So it would have
It's
been
like,
half off at the 180 price or
um,
half off of the 180?
at the 180 price.
Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah. So I just was like, but in hindsight, are you kidding?
Hmm. It'll come back around. It'll
Yeah,
come back
that's
around.
what I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping for sure.
It's so funny because my very first guest, Erica Gray, she mentioned a Chanel fanny pack as like another vintage Chanel got away. And I'm like, this is going to be my favorite question to ask people because it continues to be some vintage Chanel. So I feel like the people, if you run into the vintage Chanel,
It is.
just get it. Just get it. It's going to haunt you.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you refuse to wear?
I'm not a bodycon girl. Everybody knows
Is
this.
that right? Has that always been the case?
Always.
Okay.
Um, I'm really big about dressing for my body.
Okay.
I know we're in a day and age where, especially within like the plus size community, is like, wear what you want, do whatever you want. And I think it's from like my church background, like,
Mhm.
because I am somewhat still, I would say, like conservative,
Okay.
like with my dress. I'll do the things and stuff, but you know. So a bodycon, I don't I don't know. That's not my thing. I don't feel like it looks good on me.
Okay. Have
And
you
then
ever
and then
tried
it's
it?
and also I feel like um it's always a go-to for plus size girls.
Very
It's like
true.
bodycon. And I'm like, can we find something else?
Half of me almost feels like they're almost giving us that because it takes a lot less effort to produce and design.
That's true.
It's like, yeah, here, slip into this spandex sack,
Right.
thoughtlessly altered, if at all. So that I feel like the girls are kind of like eating on the cream.
Reminds me of club wear too, like
Very
a
true.
lot too. So I'm just like, it's never been my but
So it's not something you've ever even dipped your toe in.
okay, like years ago,
Okay.
I had a sweater dress.
Okay.
Okay, now I do have a couple of bodycons, maybe 3 at my house right now, and they've just been there. The one
I'm like the at your house. They're living there. Are they worn?
and the one no, and the one is well, 2 of them are from 2 different designers that the one designer doesn't design anymore, so
Okay.
I wanted it. I don't even know, cause we'll see. Maybe I'll put my toe and just step out there and do it.
Okay. I'll be
Y'all better
waiting.
take a picture quick, cause it gonna be that time of day.
I will be waiting, waiting. But no, I mean, I get that. I get that. Like some things are not for us. And if you can stand on that, there's no need to keep trying it, keep circling back. But like,
Mm.
I don't know. I
It's
feel like
tight too. I'm not a tight girl. If
oh,
you look at my Instagram, I don't wear tight things for the
understandable.
most part, so I think it's that too.
Okay. And it works for you.
Yeah.
I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, seeing you in something super form fitting or skin tight
Uh-uh.
would be a little bit of a deviation, even though you're not in a uniform. Like you're doing a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is something that maybe wouldn't feel so on brand. So
Right.
I get it. So speaking of brands, what are your favorites and who are your favorite designers right now?
I mentioned Kai Collector.
Yes.
I do like what she is doing. Eloquy, I feel like that's just like an old faithful.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to get the things from there, workwear, whatever. Who else? I'm trying to think of my closet because there are so many that they don't exist anymore. Like like Zelly for she's
Oh,
black owned and she closed down her business. She
completely.
has some very nice pieces. Yeah, completely.
Because I know she kinda had some difficulty with the wildfires, but I'm thinking she gonna be back. No?
Hopefully,
Oh,
but right now, no.
okay.
Um,
Please come back.
but yeah, Zelly for she.
I know you got some heat in there.
I know. I'm like really trying to think of my closet. Like, what do I have in there? This is the one brand I'm not really supporting right now. It's the one place that I'm like, I've been trying not to say them.
Okay,
So,
understandable.
uh, it's Target. I can say it.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm
'cause
not.
I'm like,
It's
if
not a
we thinking
secret.
how we thinking, I'm
It's
like,
a
you
secret.
used to have the heat. You
So
used
I
to have
like I
things.
so I would get a lot of things from there. At one point because they did a lot of like the Future Collective and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
And I
um,
will say it's a real shame, like, how many people and businesses were impacted by those decisions,
oh yeah,
and just being a member of the plus size community and just although the options aren't as limited as they once were, like, we're still kinda trying to compete with straight sizing, and I feel like
yeah,
any little bit that's snatched away from us, especially Black
yes,
people who are trying to stand on something, it's
absolutely,
really tough to see a business like that that was supportive of all of those brands and businesses just kinda turn their back.
yeah,
What are the girls supposed to wear? Where are we
right,
supposed to get our things?
exactly,
Yep, but there are plenty of other places that can help.
yes, exactly. But yeah, so there. I'm taking a long time, but I want to
It's
give the
okay.
people the brands, and I'm trying to because I really feel like I'm thinking about my H&M.
Okay.
Okay, like H&M, I get some good stuff from there.
I love
Uh,
how they've, like, expanded into plus.
yeah, they've expanded. They're doing better about making more because at first it was very, very limited.
Yeah.
They gave us a couple dresses, couple, that's it. But they extended their straight size
Okay.
too, so I feel like even then, like, a lot of plus size girlies can wear, like, the extra large or the extra, extra large because it's bigger, you know what I mean? Um,
And it's affordable,
yes,
especially at a time
exactly,
like this.
exactly. Um, yeah,
Okay. That's plenty. That is plenty, and, of course, the people can always check your Instagram. I know you
yeah,
tag the
check
folks.
my Instagram for sure.
Definitely. But can you tell me about one of the best compliments you've ever received about your style?
There's not one in particular.
Okay.
Like, it's not
I know you've
anytime
had
that
so many.
anytime that anybody is just like, "Oh, I like your shoes." I'm like, "Thank you." Like, it doesn't matter. Just some random it's not one that's, you know, bigger than another. I'm grateful for, you know, any compliment from anybody. Especially like woman to woman. Like, cause I'm like a girl's girl. So it's like when it's one of us and it's like, girl, and I'm like, girl,
Yes. It feels
you look good too,
authentic.
girl. So,
Yes.
so yeah, for sure. I love it coming from us. I'll say that for sure.
It hits a lot harder, I feel like, because if you're I mean, I know you're a married woman, you're spoken for, but I feel like if men are complimenting you and, or if someone's pursuing you and they're trying to weave in compliments too, it just feels like, are you just trying to get at me or do you really like my fit?
Right. Right.
But I feel like a person that has no agenda
Right.
and just they're struck by what you have on
Yeah,
giving, I feel like that feels great.
for sure.
So I understand. So can you talk to me about maybe one of your favorite looks in the recent past? When was the last time you just gave it to us, in your opinion?
Favorite looks, recent past that I can think of off the top of my head. Mod Label. That's one of my favorite brands.
Alright.
Mod Label. They are in Nigeria. It's a
Okay.
Nigerian brand. I wore it for Fashion Week. It was like a copper orange, like two piece, these really big billowy pants that I wore. I really enjoyed that look. And what else? A Christopher John Rogers
Mm,
dress, collaboration. That's definitely one of my favorite pieces. I would never get rid of it. So, yeah.
I'm familiar with the collab, and I know the place. I
Yeah,
have one myself, a different, probably not the same one you have, but like, yes, that was an
I think I
icon.
tried to buy because he is definitely one of my favorite designers, and I tried to buy every dress from that collaboration.
Were you successful?
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like that collection was right up your alley D.
It w
Oh,
color prints. I mean, that I love him. He don't miss. He doesn't miss.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. No.
Well, I love to hear that. And of course, we need the visuals for that Fashion Week look. Speaking of Fashion Week, are you attending this year at all? Do you have any plans? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. They're gonna keep happening.
I know.
That's okay. But
Yeah.
I love to see you at Fashion Week. It
Thank
warms my heart.
you.
But can you talk to us about one of the biggest risks that you've taken, style wise?
Style-wise service. I can't think of anything that I would consider a risk.
Okay. Was there ever a time where you like
Uh,
tried something new and it was kind of a gamble? Like you stepped out of your comfort zone a little, something you wouldn't typically do?
Not really,
No?
'cause I like, you know, I know, like, what I like, and I stay right there.
Okay.
Like, I'll do the things, the color, the prints, but I wouldn't say I did anything, like, risque.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of things are in your realm, so there's not much to reach outside of, if that
Yeah.
feels accurate from what I've gathered. So, okay, I can take that.
Because I think people might look at my style as like, "Whoa," like, I would consider that risky, like, "Oh, I would never put that together or wear those, prints together," but to me, it's not, like, risky
Right. And
per se.
honestly, that is one of my favorite compliments. Even if it feels backhanded sometimes, like, they're like, I would never do that. I'm like, of course not.
Right, exactly.
Silly. Look, but yes, I feel like you have a wide range.
Yeah,
You know what the range is. So, yeah, why would it feel like a risk?
yeah.
So, I get it. I get it. So, what is your dream item that you feel like would complete your wardrobe? Or do you have the complete wardrobe?
Right now, there's an MCM bag that I would like.
Okay.
A couple of bags.
Talk
The
to us.
Coach has a couple of bags that I would like to add to my wardrobe. Cause Coach is that girl.
I love that they're having such a big resurgence, especially with the youth. But as a thrifter, I feel
Coach
like
has been that girl for
men,
us,
men, yes,
right?
men,
And not just when people are like, "Oh, Coach is like their leather." I'm like, "Please." Like
yeah,
Coach has been that girl.
for sure.
I used to sell vintage Coach, Dooney, just leather in general on
Yeah,
Etsy.
really.
Yeah,
Come on,
crazy story,
come on, Princess
but
Lure.
yeah. So Coach is that girl. So yeah, there's some Coach bags that I like to add. That's about it. I mean, I
Okay,
feel like I'm pretty happy with my wardrobe right now,
I
I would
love
say.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's amazing. Well, I mean, I feel like you got tons to work with, and
yeah,
just a few bags. That feels really good
yeah.
to not be like, oh, I need the perfect pair of jeans. I need the perfect fur coat. Like, if you got it already, go, go.
Yeah.
Give us more looks. So, what do you feel like your priorities are for your looks these days? Is it comfort? Is it
Comfort. Comfort for sure.
okay? I feel like that's the answer I've gotten a lot lately, but I'm like, are you trying to pop out a little bit more with the colors or the prints? Or are you trying to tone it down, or you just want to?
Actually, I am in my, keep things simple.
Okay, we mentioned ease.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like simple, comfy. That's definitely where I'm at right now. I don't wanna feel like I'm trying too hard at all.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I feel like today's look really exemplifies that
Yeah.
because I feel like it's sure it's just a dress, it's just some earrings, it's just a boot, but like absolutely not. The details are
Yeah.
like you gotta stop and zoom in because the details are there, but I can tell you're not like laced into a tight corset or, the sequins aren't popping off of you. Like, you look like you're effortless and you look comfortable as well
Yeah.
as put together and chic.
I think that I try to do really play with, like, my accessories, being bald too.
Yeah.
Like, I
I
like
have
the
to
big
ask.
earrings
I have
and
to ask,
yeah.
when did you decide to do the big chop, the whole
Listen,
thing?
I was always that girl that was you would trim my hair a little bit, and I'm like, "Let me see. How
Okay.
much did you take off?" Like, 'cause, some people get scissor happy, right? So I would
True.
be like, so to go from that, 'cause I always had a lot of hair. Like, I
Oh.
don't know if people, like, realize this, know this, but my hair was down my back growing up.
Mhm.
So I cut all my hair off the day after I got married.
Okay.
Like, nobody thought that I would do it, cut it off, and I was doing the box. You remember, like, the box, like, the high top?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, everything is flashing back. Yes, 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 the shortcut. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I did that for a while, and then my barber, Vernon Jackson, shout out to him,
Hey.
was like, "You should go bald, you should cut it off," and I was like, "What?"
Like, who should? Who
I'm
should?
like, "That's a little like, skin? Like, way all the way down?" Like, and,
What was his reasoning?
I mean, he just was like he's like, "You got the head, you have the
You do.
face,"
You do.
and people say that, and I'm like, I never, thought that I did, but he was the one that was like, "Let's do it."
So what made you decide like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll do it."
I just had to take the lead, cause I already had, like I said, I had the box,
Mhm.
and then I had cut it, so I had, like, a fade, so it was already, short, but it was like, I don't know, taking that step to go nothing was a little, I don't know, but I'm glad I did it.
Dare I say that was your big risk?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like it is almost, like, built into your brand. Not that you could wake up with a new wig on or whatever, and of course you'd still eat, but I feel like the bald head says so much as just women, black women, like, so many layers affect, like, the perception of hair, and I feel like
Yes.
our community puts so much. We spend billions on hair.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like that's so rebellious, but I feel like you make it look so good.
Thank
It's like
you.
she was born like this. Like,
Yeah.
she never had hair. She didn't need hair.
It's definitely a confidence booster, like, it's a confidence, like, I don't know, just being bald and just, like, walking into a room and, you know, because it's not a lot of it is I'm finding baldies, everywhere, but a lot of women aren't, you know, bold enough or risky enough
Absolutely.
to cut all of their hair off there.
So that was the next thing coming out of my mouth. Like, the girls are afraid, they're terrified. But also, like, the ones that are bold enough, it is so, like, you can always feel the confidence
Mm,
radiating off of them. I've never seen a bald woman walk into a room just shaking and trembling and are they looking at me like, like, no, there's always confidence that comes behind that bald look.
yeah,
And you are, yes, ma'am, every
thank you.
time.
I appreciate that.
But I will add, would you ever, like, do you do hats? Oft Do you have a collection of hats or
Not really.
not
I mean,
really?
I do have, like, some dad hats, trucker hats. I am thinking about switching up my hair. Yeah, y'all hearing it here
What's
first.
up? What's going on?
So I'm thinking about growing it out on the top, just
Okay.
right here, and doing like braids, like feed-ins. Is that what you call them? I don't forgot, but like, like feed-in, like long,
Okay.
but keeping it shaved still all the way around, but just have, the braids. So now I can like do a bun and and still be bald on the sides and stuff. So
That'll
we'll
be
see.
fun.
We'll see, because that grow out process is,
It can get awkward. I get it. Like, my sides are shaved, and I'm like, nope, it's staying like this. Like, until I have the patience to do
yeah.
a grow out process, I do not. So I feel it, but I'll be excited to watch the evolution. You have a new look. But how long does it typically take you to get ready these days? I know we're prioritizing ease, but like, is there a process? Is there a step by steps? Anything that takes you forever? Or you
Um,
just out the door?
it's definitely, well, I am out the door for the most part, because contrary to what people may think, like when it comes to, like, influencers and people that are in fashion. I don't do this, like, all the time, every day. Like, I like my biker shorts and my leggings. I like a good hoodie, it's getting cold outside, so that's me all day. So I love you know, that's my process is on a normal day. But, like, if I'm doing all the things and stuff, then I'm making sure that I have a fresh haircut, because I cut my hair myself, so
Okay.
yeah, so I make sure I do that, beat the face. So it does take some time to do all the things. I mean,
Yes, take
it does
forever.
take
No
time
to do.
to do, all the especially if it's like fashion week or something, I have somewhere to go, then I have to make sure that I'm up early. Like, if the show is at 10, I'm up at probably like 5
Okay.
or something just to, cause I like to take my time. I don't wanna be rushed.
Say a word. Say a word. So, with these looks, say for a fashion week or an event in particular, how far ahead are you planning or at least imagining these looks?
Oh, I would say a month.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like to plan, 2 outfits a day minimum.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I'm there for 5 days, 10. So, like, 10 to 12 looks that I am packing complete, and then I like to write my process is I like to write everything out. Like, even when I'm doing, like, shooting content and stuff,
Mhm.
I write each outfit out down to, like, my lipstick shade that I'm wearing with my outfit because so I can be able to also just, like, when I'm packing everything up, I have my notebook and stuff open right there, like, "Oh, those are the earrings I was gonna wear with that." It just keeps me on task. Oh.
Okay. So, we're writing. Are you like dictating into your phone? Are you handwriting into a notebook?
Oh, I'm handwriting. I'm old
Okay.
school.
No, I love this is literally what I wanted right now. I'm like, what does she do? What's the process? How does she do this?
Oh, yeah. I write everything down.
Okay.
Yeah. Even when I got ideas, I'm writing everything down. Like, oh, so yeah.
I love that. I love that. So, what do you feel like are the top 3 items in your wardrobe if you could possibly narrow it down? Like, what is it that you just can't part with?
My Mar Hoffman pieces, because she is
That lady is probably still alive. I'm not about to RIP her, but I'm like that brand.
she's another designer that stopped. She was an inclusive
Yeah.
designer, so her stuff went up to 4X. I love her stuff, so those I'll never get rid of those pieces. So Mara Hoffman pieces, my Brandon Blackwood
Absolutely.
collection. That's another design. See, stuff is coming to my head
That's
now.
okay. That's okay.
Um, Brandon Blackwood. I have 12 bags.
A
Yeah, he done got
collection.
in my pockets quite a bit. Um, what else? My koi pieces, my
Okay.
my earrings and stuff. Yeah,
I will
my
accept
toy pieces.
3 collections of items, yes, because I know that wardrobe is busted. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Because 'cause I'm like, I would imagine answering that, I'm like, "Okay, the house is burning down. What am I grabbing?"
Oh well, yeah. I'm not going.
I mean,
I'm trying to get out,
if you could
but would
but I need these 3 things, these 3 collections of things. If
yeah.
that feels good, then I believe you. I believe you. So, how are you feeling about the current state of fashion? That is a loaded question, but I
It
wanna hear
is.
all about it.
It's loaded. Um, it's like, where do I start?
Hey,
Some
whatever. I wanna hear how does Princess feel about the current state?
the brands, the designers, they have to do better.
Okay.
About being inclusive. Your brand just going to an extra large, a size 14 is unacceptable when the average size of a woman in the United States is a 18. So if you're not even meeting the average size,
Then what are you doing?
then what are you even doing? So we're not even talking about like inclusive, like past that, right? The brands just they have to do better. But also we have to be better about supporting the ones who do,
Okay. That's fair.
right? Finding out, like I said, about Mata label. They're Nigerian. There are so first of all, Nigeria. Nigerian fashion is where it's at. There are so many brands out that I'm become introduced to from other content creators that do, and most of all of their things are made to order. They can be made to order. So I love that because they'll, if you're plus size, you can still get everything that they offer and
Yeah.
they'll make it, according to your measurements. But yeah, the brands just they have to do better, but we have to support the ones that do. Yeah,
Couldn't agree more. And I feel like it can be a little difficult for the passive consumer or shopper because it's like you're not seeing commercials for those small brands that'll actually cater to you. They
that's
don't
true.
have the capital to reach you, with the
That's true.
advertising dollars, and it's a shame, but you really have to be on your own personal mission to find these brands. But I feel like following accounts like yours, other plus influencers, other
Yeah,
people who are tapped in is a great way to find these spots. Cause I feel like just trying to keep going to Target and your money is going somewhere where you may not want it to go. They're not giving you all the looks, they're not giving you all the details, all the things you might want, but
right.
there's some smaller creator or excuse me, smaller designer
Yeah,
in Nigeria, in LA, in Chicago doing their thing. Yeah, I'm sure plenty of people, if they heard about them, they would be quick to snatch them up and buy them out. So
yeah.
you spreading the word like this, that's a great place to start for these folks. So
And the price points are good for most of the ones, all the ones that I'm finding. Like
oh
the price
man.
point is good. So it's yeah,
And I feel like that can be a barrier too. So knowing that there are smaller brands that are willing to, be a little bit more reasonably priced and still give you something unique and sustainable or
for sure.
looks great on you, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing those brands you already
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
But is there any item or trend that you're a little tired of seeing right now?
Item or trend I'm tired of seeing. What about you? I'm gonna ask.
Personally,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called or what they do, but the little skull caps with the for a minute there, it was like over the winter last year, they were like mea culpa. The little skull caps, the little knit skull caps, they would get under my skin, and I don't have a legit reason for it, but I just hated looking at them, hated seeing them. I don't have a good reason, but
Like a beanie?
it was
Like a
the beanies really, like, blew me. Not the ones that you kinda, like, poke the top up a little bit and roll, not the stacked
yeah.
ones, nothing like that, but just a skull cap, kind of a
Okay.
beanie with the writing on it, like, it just,
Yeah.
got under my skin, but that
I hate that low rise jeans are back.
really?
I hate low rise jeans. Do you like low rise jeans?
Honestly, I'm kinda okay. I'm kinda not even mad. If they're making them in my size, I don't have a lot of butter hips, so things would
Okay.
probably be different if I did,
Okay.
but being slim hipped, but I'm big in the front, so it is kinda it can be a fool if the pants are too small, but if they're actually my size,
Yeah.
I can get into it. I'm not mad.
See, I like a high rise. I want to be able to tuck everything in.
I love to do that too. Yes, I'm like, "You pants up." Yes, I love it all. I love a mid-rise, high-rise,
Yeah.
low-rise,
That's what's up.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
But yeah, those can go
I feel like the problem is, like, when
forever.
that's all that is available.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like that's maybe what we lived through the first time. Because if you were living in, '06 through '09 or whatever, and you wanted a higher rise, it was hard to find unless you were thrifting.
Right.
But now I feel like maybe things have loosened up and you can find different rises at the same store, or
Yes,
they're all available at the same time. But I feel like when we were in low rise prison all those years ago, that was tough.
for sure.
That was how did you get through those years?
I mean, I just had to, I don't wear a belt, like, dude, because it's, low rise is it's the hanging out. Like, it just, I don't like to feel like things are like not, I'm apple shaped,
Okay.
carry my weight in my midsection. So it's like, I like to, a low rise is not, the best rise for that shape
Very
to me.
No,
So
it's true. It is tough to
it's not as comfortable. So yeah,
definitely. I feel it, and I feel like everybody's nostalgia for the aughts, the OOs, and that was yeah, that it was a wild time. But 20 years from now, how do you imagine yourself dressing
maybe a little bit more minimal, maybe like
in terms of
just simple. I feel like I'm already like trying to transition there, but just like a button up. I like a good button up. A jean, a button up, a loafer,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Maybe a blazer. Just pretty like, simple.
So fewer colors, fewer prints, or just more classic shapes?
Yeah, I would say fewer prints.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll,
We'll
I'll be
we'll
watching.
s we'll see.
I will be
I'm
watching.
saying that, but we'll see.
Well, do you have any style advice for the folks out there who might be inspired by you? They definitely are, spoiler, but like, what do you have to say to the people who are
Yeah,
watching you, fans of you?
yeah. I mean, be yourself. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to buy a bigger size.
I know.
Don't be afraid. It's okay. Like, don't look at the tag. Like, that doesn't mean anything. A good tailor, seamstress is like so important because they can do the things. If you do have to go up a side,
Right.
they can do the things. But yeah, just wear what makes you feel good. Like, wear what makes you feel good. And there might be days where you don't feel like doing all the things. That's cool too. Right.
We all
But
have those days.
yeah, wear what you want to wear. Like, you don't have to follow a trend. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for me. Can you tell the folks where to find you, what you're working on, what's happening?
So personalbraveryagency.com, that's like my kind of landing page for the agency, but personal bravery on everything. So personal bravery IG, YouTube coming soon, maybe we'll see. But yeah, IG, TikTok. Yeah.
Everybody, Miss Princess Wilcoxon. It was so lovely to chat with you,
Yeah.
and I
Same.
this is a
Yeah.
yes.
We still gotta try to do something. Like me and
Absolutely.
you, yeah. We gotta do something.
You
Figure
said
it
it
out.
true.
Yeah.
Well, this was Princess's Style Story. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye y'all.